holy cow. They are at arcade auction in Serverville, Tennessee. Look at all the arcade games. The house stands Creator Salvation, Big Buck World, Big Buck Hunter Pro Open Season, Brawler, if they're at oh, that hot there.
One of these, that's what's going to check that it needs to
And all other guys, heart, hair, gold. Real forces. Game. Gauntlet, dark red.
Enter initials.
406. Alright, take a look at this right here. I've got a box. It's a work at a time. You may not buy 6 things today. That would do it.
Keymaster.
You got to dial it down twice as fast. Reactivate, find out what you're doing.
Got part 3. Crazy cuckoo. Flamboyant. Yellow brick. Big demon. Trapdoor. Another flamboyant. pinball machine. Dark red pinball machine. Gold pinball machine.
Making out of bed.
Here's some kitty rides. Some gumball machine. Some pool table over there. Here's treasure chest ball machine. To a dartboard. Lighthouse game. Dirt ball machine. Dirt ball machine. Wolf ball machine. Toy taxi. Another wolf ball machine. Ball machine that has the Jesse Plus and the Garfield Plus inside. Here's a Holy House ball machine. Wolf ball machine. Here's Japanese style ball machine. Oh my God, I like this ball machine. It is called Welcome to Magic Ball. Now do it. Now, little ball machine. Now, arcade game right here. Gunboat game. Crystal Castle. Asteroid. Tabletop arcade game. Oh, it is Lord and broad box they hold those toys that people dance Mortal Kombat, Kangaroo, Pac-Man, Pac-Man Block,
250, 275. And 275, 275, 275, 275. What is it? 275. 250, 214. 250, 214. Coors Extra Gold Draft Clock. It's lot number 56, dash 5. And here, and 25, 35, and 25, 35, and 35, 45, 45, and 45, 45, 45, 45. Love it, $35, 632, 632. 56 on 5 is the Wicked Drinks Lounge.